Christmas Eve is fast approaching, and so is the deadline to give money to the Christmas Eve Flower Fund in memory or in honor of a loved one. You'll remember that we collect donations of any amount to help fill our worship spaces with beautiful flowers on Christmas Eve. And the names of the loved ones and friends you donated in honor or memory of will be on the screens on Christmas Eve and on a handout in our worship spaces. After Christmas, the flowers will be taken to continue spreading the good news to our homebound congregation members and those in assisted living facilities. And any money received above what is needed to purchase those flowers will go toward a donation to our sister church in Cuba. It truly is a win-win opportunity. Donation forms are in the worship spaces and are due back in the offering plate or the Parton Center by December 17th. Details on how to give your donations are on those forms. We have a fabulous Sunday coming up next week, and Dr. Joan is here to tell you about one incredible part of it.
I would like to extend a personal invitation to you to come and hear our special music. Some people call it a cantata. It's called A Night for Rejoicing. Sunday, December 17th at either the 8 or 11 o'clock services. It features our 28-voice chancel choir with some wonderful instruments along with it. And now, here's a taste for what you're in for.
Join us for the Christmas Cantata, Sunday, December 17th at the 8 o'clock and 11 a.m. worship services. The 11 o'clock worship service will be live streamed on YouTube, so you can see it live from wherever you are in the world, or anytime after. And remember, the Alternative Christmas Mission Fair is in Maxwell Hall between the two cantatas. So last Saturday on December 2nd, the lighted Christmas parade was rained out, and I was so sad because it's always such a fun time. But Sarah Baldwin and her crew had our float all ready, and the kids were all ready to sing in the rain before it was canceled. Along with getting the float prepared and all the kids ready, volunteers in our church took little candy canes and put cards on them that had our worship times on Christmas Eve, because we were going to hand those out at the parade. We had a ton. We have 4,000 of them. If I put them in a room, I could swim through them like Scrooge McDuck swims through his gold. That's how many we have. Now, we still need to get these candy canes out into the community somehow, and not just because they're going to go stale eventually, but because they have an invitation on them to our Christmas Eve services. We need to get that invitation out. So, church, I have a job for you, a request, a plea. Please, on your way out of worship today, I'd like everyone to take 2 candy canes or more and give them out to a friend who you'd like to invite to Christmas Eve worship. You'll find the candy canes in the back of the worship spaces today. And if you're going to be ringing the bell for the Salvation Army in the next 2 weeks or going someplace that you could maybe hand out some candy canes, think about coming by the Parton Center. Come by the church office and pick up a bag of candy canes so you can give them out in our community. The rain may have dampened our ability to sing Christmas carols to the community, but it did not change our goal of inviting them all to our Christmas Eve worship services. So please pitch in and help us by taking 2 or more candy canes when you leave today, or grabbing a bag from the Parton Center this week. Giving a donation to celebrate the good news on Christmas Eve and beyond through flowers, celebrating the good news through the Christmas cantata, and taking that good news and an invitation out to the community on some candy canes. These are just 3 things that you can do to live your calling through Memorial.